Versailles.
Alright, so 2 accordion players, 3 trains later, which it wasn't that bad, it was easy. But we had to endure 3 little Italian girls, probably age 5. I think they sang every nursery rhyme or folk song known to that country. I don't even know that many songs. And as Eric can attest, I barely know the songs to my favorite, the lyrics to my favorite songs. I do know Mary Had a Little Lamb. That was not one they sang. But here we are. I've just been told a tale by Eric. Just joking, it's completely false. We have the museum pass, so I believe this is the QA. Because if we look, there's A, and it kind of like comes this way. We already have our ticket, but I think we still need to wait in that line to get in. Museum pass, skip the line. Skip the line, my big ass.
Skip that line.
Yeah, I skipped the no line.
Buy a ticket.
There's supposedly a ticket line to purchase here. There's no queue for that. It's just a queue to get in. So we were waiting in, all that there. Now we're up against it. So the visit is you cross the courtyard and then you leave. And that's your trip to Versailles. Just kidding. Many, 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 many rooms to see. We made it in. This dude is telling us to go that way, so we are. See these people standing here, and just look how tall this is. I'm gonna steal from the audio and just mention that this room represents the revolution and the war, and then basically taking away everything that we just saw from the monarchy, which is very interesting. And it went to the people. Word to the wise. The museum pass does not get you into the gardens of Versailles. So, what was it, $9.50? $9.50 a person. And apparently you're paying for these water shows that you might see if you're there at the right time. We're only here for about 2 hours. So I don't know if we're actually gonna see any.
We're gonna see 8.
Eric's like, we're seeing all of them. I guess we'll find out if we catch him. In my opinion, the map that they've given us is a little weird. I couldn't pick out where we were. You know, they run these fountains only ever so often, and I'm kind of bitter about that. We paid €9.50. We want our money's worth. So you have to run around all of this to try to catch them all. Oh, people are rowing out there. You see that? And they've got music playing in the background, so that's your entertainment tax. Dead, 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 dead. No fountain. I was promised 300,000 flowers. They're all dead. What kind of cash grab is this? I see a bunch of stone people looking at me. Medusa has been here, obviously. Hey, Eagle Man. How's it going? Can I borrow a feather to cover my junk? Let's go this way. All the Louis walked through here. Louis the 14th, Louis the 15th, Louis the 16th before he got his head chopped off, Marie Antoinette before she got her head chopped off. You know, these vehicles driving around really take me out of the 16th century or 15th century,
whatever century,
sense of nostalgia that I thought they were going for. Oop. Alright, that's kind of cool. Although they do look like worms. We walked pretty far to get here. 10-minute walk from the Apollo Fountain. Looking for Marie Antoinette's personal garden and farm. So Marie Antoinette was a brat in that she got sick of all the kinging and reigning and court life, all the bullshit. So she wanted to live somewhere that felt like how a peasant would live. And so they built this fake farm for her. And she could pretend and relax. So Eric, I don't know the answer, so I'm gonna ask you. So Marie Antoinette was sent to France to like unite the two countries from Austria. So Austria and France. And then in the end anyway, during the revolution, they still invaded or tried to. They were beaten because of Napoleon, obviously. But do you think it was because they killed her? Or what?
Because it was just a fractured country.
And they were just trying to take over because they were just during the revolution. I see. Le Moulin, the mill. So this is the building. It's that picture I just showed you is what's covered right now. It's under rehab. Sponsored by Dior. Man, this is what the gardener lived in. Get a sweet deal.
I like that guy, the gray one.
This one's just asleep. There was another one over here. Oh yeah, there it is. It's hiding. See that goat's butt. We were trying to head back, and we saw this little path. We just had to take it. I never pass up a chance to possibly twist an ankle. There goes Eric hiking. Hey sugar, what's your name? Take one of these for the backyard. Walk back to the Versailles Gardens. Just after 4 p.m. We've already walked nearly 7 miles. 6.7. And we're gonna start heading out. In a perfect world, we have 2 more things to do, but we're probably just gonna get to one of them. So we go from Versailles, to where Marie Antoinette and King Louis lived, to literally the square, or the plaza, where they got their heads chopped off. Place de Concorde. So I don't know exactly where in this plaza they were beheaded, but over 2,000 people were beheaded. What's funny is King Louis XVI had the guillotine commissioned to kill people that were imprisoned, and he was the first person to be killed by it. Over here is an obelisk given to the city by Egypt, and somehow it ended up here. I don't really know the story of how it ended up. And I'm not sure which pharaoh's story is on it. The sun came out. Last time I checked, there was a train coming. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Nous sommes in Montmartre. We're looking for Sacré-Cœur, which is the Sacred Heart. I can actually see it right now. It's up on a hill. Montmartre is like
It says the last village in Paris.
yeah, I think of
The art district.
art district, kind of San Francisco feeling, like Haight-Ashbury kind of feel. If you ever saw Le Fabuleux Destin d'Amélie Poulain, that took place here. Moulin Rouge is nearby. And we're trying not to get hit by a car. We're gonna catch the sunset.
The Persian War. If they won, they promised to build this as a sacrament, as a penance.
If they won. So there it is. And has a Byzantine feel to it. We're gonna make our way up to the stairs. Hopefully catch the sunset, but around here the sunset takes place really late. And if you've seen Amélie, this is where she has her possible suitor do a little scavenger hunt where she sends him up to the top. She leaves all these notes for him, and then she ends up having him run back down again because she then calls him at a phone booth up top. Do they even have phone booths anymore?
Let's find out.
And she's been down here the whole time, so he has to run back down to try to catch her as she returns his folder of goodies, and instead she leaves him a secret message.
Spoiler alert.
It's a,
What was it? 17-year-old movie?
if you haven't seen this movie, yeah, it's 17 years old. If you haven't seen Amélie, or you might see it as Le Fabuleux Destin d'Amélie Poulain.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Like, it's beautiful. Be careful of some string scam. You see people walking around with strings approaching you, just kind of divert your self in a diagonal walking pattern away from them.
If you know the scam, comment below.
If you know what the scam is, yeah, let us know below. I'm not quite sure what it is, and nor do I want to find out personally. Everyone's watching this guy perform. And then there's this guy. He's selling beer. He's totally selling beer. And then there's us. Like, we're like, well, I'm also hungry, but I don't know where to eat around here. And then this is obviously to totally stereotype everybody. There's a massive tour group here. Eric's trying to take me to some shady place. I don't know where we're going. I've seen these stairs many times on TV or online. I forgot about them because we came up a different way. John Goodman for president, yo. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Found a place for dinner. What's it called?
Buvette.
I guess this is backwards, isn't it? I can't zoom in on this side. And we are next. I have no idea what kind of food they have here. It's just this French cuisine. So if it's anything like we've been eating, it's probably bread and cheese.
It looks cool inside.
He said it smells really good.
It smells really good.
They claim to be making cocktails. We'll see about that. I think that really just means wine here. But
I see something in here.
Those are ours right there. Like yours?
Delicious.
Yeah, mine's pretty awesome too.
Like
All right, what is our? I think it's just bouvet, right? I don't think it's buvette.
well, Colette, right? That's how you would say that.
It's either bouvet or buvette.
Buvette. I'm saying buvette.
Buvette in Montmartre, Paris. My eyes are a little dry. It's later now. Contact's been in for a bit. What did you think?
It was delicious.
We had
Cook au vin.
So it was chicken cooked in wine.
Cooked in wine.
And then I had like a passion fruit sort of sponge cake. And
Oh,
32.
oh, we made it back. This is that bar we were at the other day.
full circle.
Full circle. That's so weird. It's our last night, and I had no idea that we were just down the street from there. You had like a chocolate fondant?
Chocolate fondant. It was like a chocolate cake with like sour cream. It was really good.
Of course. He had 2 Manhattans. I had 2 martinis.
Really good cocktails.
The guy like took his time making them. It was
It's a beautiful cocktail.
really impressive. So it was a good way to finish out our meals here. Now we're just trying to find Moulin Rouge and the subway. But, you know. So as I said, we're looking for the Moulin Rouge, and we are in the classy part of Paris, I tell you. I mean,
There's a place called Pussies.
everything has a dildo in the window. It's not my cup of tea, but I guess when you gotta just see a sign, this is where you come. We found it. There's a metro station right across the street. So hopefully that then can get us back to the place. I saw this place over here called Quick. I thought it was something else, but it's for burgers. It's 6:20, maybe 23, Monday morning. Here's our like steampunk train station, and we're going back to the United States. Donald Trump and all. It's been fun, and thanks for joining us. If you've stayed with us this long, made it to Charles de Gaulle. If you're ever in the city, you take your regular metro to a line that has the RER trains. B, if you're going to Charles de Gaulle, and you have to look for North Charles de Gaulle. And it took about 30-40 minutes after that. Now we're here. Boarding is done. Look. It's 2 of us. America, here we come.